EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 1918. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Set up. 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 52.
To throw on second down, Crawford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Faulkner, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Faulkner, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Crawford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Mike 12, Mike 12.
A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give. This is Kelly. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mike 29, you ain't going nowhere.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Go.
They'll run on first down. Faulkner, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Come on, D. Mike 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Crawford over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
56, Mike 56. Ready? 56.
Looking to throw. Crawford. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14. Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
19 Lion.
2nd and 5. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Crawford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Down. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. I'm coming after you. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Cowboy 80. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Mike 41. I smell fear in that offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Panther 60. You gonna see?
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third down, Crawford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come to Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 35's the mic. Go street. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, Crawford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Rip right. Check 3. Check 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Andrews, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run again here with Andrews. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Check right. Watch 55. Let's go, D. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing on 1st down. Crawford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crawford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. The 30.
Oh, that's the way
10.
to run it, boy.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Crawford eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Check 41. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 41's coming. 41's a moment.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Man, I got you. Chef. Undercrush.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Andrews, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Crawford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 1st down, Faulkner.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come 19.
Operating from the gun, Crawford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Faulkner. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The kick is good.
point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch twist. Mike 41. Stay with you. On the ball.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On first down, Crawford. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Double up. 56 the Mike.
Back to throw. Crawford escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
7 Pirates. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Go, Rig. Go. It's just me and you. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
You can't stop me.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Crawford. That's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Faulkner. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Faulkner. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now for the point after. and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Chargers 21.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Buffalo 18. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. On 1st and 10, Crawford flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting... Here's a diving catch right side. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Trap 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
79 Broncos. Hustle.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
19 tight. 19 tight. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.